Tonight we will look into the mind of a zombie, see what really makes them tick, and analyze their place in society. Little did we know the zombie has been around for thousands of years. At first, they simply wanted to eat brains and make new undead friends. But in modern times, they started to develop an understanding of the world in which they live.
I believe the first encounters took place somewhere off the coast of China, right around the Sea of Japan. So the exact whereabouts of Patient Zero are hard to say, but we have narrowed it down to an area of ancient sunken ships right off the border of China.
Zombies have been an important piece of society as far back as written history dictates in the hieroglyphs in the ancient Egyptian pyramids, but they find themselves at their most controversial point right now.
There's been a lot of zombie discrimination over the years. A lot of it justified, obviously. They have very little brain activity. For people who are not familiar with zombie lore, the affliction of zombieism, or zombification, if you will, it causes the blood to congeal. It's a condition called solenim, and this ceases all brain activity, so thus rendering them into kind of mindless animal-like creatures, and humans have treated them as such. So by not seeking to diplomatize with them, just seeking to shoot for their heads.
Well, like in elementary school, I really didn't fit in because my parents were zombies. None of the other kids wanted to come over to my house and play. I really had a rough childhood. My parents would go on the occasional human hunt. They would go around and eat the flesh of normal people. Kind of weirded me out a little bit, but I think that attributed to me not fitting in school.
The anatomy of a zombie is very different from that of humans, so we asked Professor D a few questions that we had.
All right, so how do you kill a zombie? To put a zombie down, it requires a headshot, trauma to the head. But killing a zombie, that's kind of a misnomer. You're not really killing them. They're not really alive in the first place. But to put a zombie down, headshot, head trauma. So the question of how do zombies reproduce, it's not sexual reproduction, it's not asexual reproduction, it's more of a spreading of a disease. They have to get their bodily fluids into you through the mucous membrane, through biting, through salivating on you. So spreading is almost any other disease, but it requires not airborne, actual body contact or bodily fluid exchange. So how long do zombies live? They're not, again, technically living, but they will stay reanimated for as long as it takes for them to fully decompose, to fully rot, depending on where they are, the environmental conditions. It could be a year, less than a year, 5 years, 500 years. It really depends on the surroundings.
Now, I would like to say there are zombie heroes out there. There are a number of zombies who have incredibly high kill counts and have quite a voracious hunger. Though I'm unaware that zombies tend to follow any particular human being or particular, I guess, zombie of legend. They just kind of stumble forward towards where their next meal is. So.
I like turtles.